I hear this a lot too. I don't have time. Where do you find the time? How can you, this kind of thing. If you don't think you have enough time to start a business, I would suggest the first thing you should do is start keeping track of your time.
Yeah.
I love this to-did list concept where, during the day, instead of writing a list in the beginning, it's throughout the day and towards the end of the day or night that you write down what you did and what you accomplished and how much time you spent doing these things. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that there is time to carve out of your day. We're all in different situations. Of course, if you've got little kids or other extenuating stuff going on in your life, of course, it takes more time. But, I can tell you my own story was, I've told this before on the show. When I figured out my kids, we wanted them to go to private school. I didn't have enough money for it, and so
sure.
Like, how do we do this? And I used that.
I think that's when we met.
I think so. Yeah. Because I reached out to you and said, hey, I need to start a business because I got to pay for private school for these kids. And I used that rich dad, poor dad concept was, Robert Kiyosaki, whatever, where he wanted a Porsche. He didn't just go borrow the money to buy the Porsche. He's like, well, how do I figure out how to generate the revenue that will get me the Porsche? And so, my wife and I, we worked 10 to midnight. Dave, you did all the back end, the tech stuff and the sold the ads and everything on the site. And we did the content after the kids went to bed, and we sat down across from each other at a table. And I remember Renee did the coupons. I posted deals. You can find the time. There's a phrase I love is, whatever you want, you just have to figure out what it costs and you have to pay for it. But you have to decide to do it. You can't just I want to do that. No, you have to make that decision, and you can carve out the time. You may be a little more tired. You may have to lose a little sleep, get up earlier, go to bed later. For me, it was working late was my thing because I'm not a morning person. And it worked out. When I wanted to learn how to create websites, I took a course in the middle of the night, and you just plow through it.
Yep.
Got to have a way to do it.
Well, I love your sort of knee-jerk answer to people who say, I don't have the time. I've seen you do this. You ask them, well, do you ever watch TV? And, and immediately it's like, oh, yeah, actually, I do have the time. I think you put it in our prep notes as the 10 to midnight story. I'd call it the 8 to midnight story. Once dinner's over, you got 4 extra hours in your day, man. Like, or
massive
3,
time.
Even if it's just 2. Like, okay, that's 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week.
Yeah, it's massive, and it's a great way to continue your education, learn new things, try new things, and experiment. On your own. And then when you may not find success right away. You probably won't, but as okay, I'll try this. That didn't work, but look what I learned. I can do this. I'm going to go this route now and try this new thing. You're going to just build that confidence. And then when you start dripping out, the dripping of success to everybody else, they start looking at you in a different way.
Yeah. Because
you're not just the guy or the girl that talks about all these great ideas and you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You're talking about what you've done and what you're in the process of doing.
Yep.
And that's powerful, man. It's a system that starts to have impact, and it energizes you to just go to the next level and level up and go this and do that. And I'm searching for those things every single day. We were just talking about our podcast here and finding ways to change it and do new things. I'm always on the lookout for that, and you guys can do that too.
Yeah,
got to carve out that time.
Yeah,